The Caribbean was not discovered. It was entered. Long before European sails appeared on the horizon, these islands were already known, named, and inhabited. People crossed the sea between them with confidence. They fished, traded, farmed, and remembered. The Caribbean was not empty. It was connected. In October 1492, that balance is interrupted. Christopher Columbus is searching for Asia. He believes the world is smaller than it is. He believes Japan lies just beyond the Atlantic horizon. He is wrong about the destination, but not about the significance of the voyage. When land appears, it is not what he expects. The islands are unfamiliar. The coastlines do not match his maps. Still, he insists he has reached the edges of Asia. This insistence will shape everything that follows. Columbus steps ashore in the Bahamas. He claims the land in the name of Spain. He does not ask who lives here. He does not wonder how long they have been here. Possession is declared before understanding. The people he encounters are Taino. They greet the newcomers cautiously, then generously. They have no reason yet to fear what they see. They do not know they are witnessing the beginning of a transformation that will reorder their world. Columbus writes carefully. He describes fertile land, gentle people, and possibilities. He notes the absence of weapons, the ease with which these people might be made to serve. His words are not casual observations. They are reports. They are assessments. Gold becomes the central question. Columbus is convinced it must be here. When it is not immediately found, he moves on. Island after island is visited, renamed, claimed. Hispaniola becomes the focus. A fort is built. Men are left behind. This is not exploration in the modern sense. It is reconnaissance. Columbus returns to Spain with stories, captives, and promises. He does not bring riches, but he brings something more valuable: certainty. The Atlantic can be crossed. The route exists. Others will follow. When Columbus returns to the Caribbean, he does not come alone. Ships now carry soldiers, settlers, priests, and administrators. The tone changes. What was once curiosity becomes control. The Taino are ordered to provide food and labor. Tribute is demanded. Punishment follows resistance. Disease spreads faster than any decree. Smallpox moves through communities with devastating speed. Within a generation, entire populations collapse. This is not an accident of history. It is a process. The arrival of Europeans introduces systems the Caribbean has never experienced before. Forced labor, extraction economies, permanent foreign rule. Columbus is not alone in this, but he is the opening figure. His arrival signals that the Caribbean is no longer a place in itself. It becomes a gateway. Spain moves quickly to secure its claims. Laws are written, governors appointed, encomiendas established. Indigenous labor is reorganized to serve imperial needs. When that labor fails, when populations die, alternatives are sought. The Caribbean begins to change function. It is no longer simply a region of islands. It becomes a staging ground, a logistical hub, a testing ground for empire. What works here will later be exported elsewhere. Columbus himself does not prosper as he expects. His governance is chaotic. He loses favor. He is arrested, returned to Spain in chains. But the systems he helped set in motion do not depend on him. They expand. Plantations appear. Forts are strengthened. Ports grow. Ships arrive not just from Europe, but from Africa. The Caribbean becomes central to a new global system, one defined by extraction, movement, and violence. The original inhabitants are pushed to the margins of their own world. Some resist, some flee, some disappear entirely from the written record. Their absence is later mistaken for inevitability. It was not inevitable. Columbus never understands the full consequences of his arrival. He dies believing he reached Asia. But the world he helped open is something else entirely. The Caribbean becomes contested space. Empires will fight over it for centuries. Sugar, not gold, will define its value. Enslaved labor will replace indigenous labor. European rivalries will play out across its seas. All of this begins here, not with conquest in a single moment, but with arrival followed by assumption. This is why the arrival matters. Not because it marks a discovery, but because it marks a shift. The Caribbean moves from being a connected regional world to being a central node in a global system of power. The consequences of that shift are still visible. In land ownership, in language, in borders, in memory. The Caribbean was not discovered in 1492. It was transformed, and the world was never the same again.